Former Commission on Audit or COA ICFAO State Auditor Attorney Roderick Wamil concluded his three-day testimony on the 13th day of the impeachment trial, confirming that the Office of the Vice President or OVP failed to submit official receipts or evidence of success to justify the expenditure of its 125 million peso confidential fund allocation in December 2022. Bernard Ferrer gets us up to speed on today's proceedings.
Ito po yung kauna-unahang beses na puro AR po yung sinamit sa amin.
That was the response of Attorney Roderick Wamil. This came after Senator Judge Francis Kiko Pangilinan asked whether among the more than 30 agencies Wamil had audited, it had ever been standard practice not to submit official receipts and sales invoices, as the Office of the Vice President or OVP did in liquidating its 125 billion pesos confidential funds from December 21 to December 31, 2022.
Sa mga ahensya na ito, 30 ahensya, masasabi mo ba na nire-require din yung liquidation ng official receipts at ng sales invoice?
Yes po, Your Honor. Kasi yung requirement po ng circular ay ini-enforce po namin sa lahat ng agencies na ino-audit po namin.
So sa 2022, from December 21 to December 31, ilang sales invoice o kaya official receipt ang kasama dun sa mga liquidation report?
Wala pong sinabit sa amin, Your Honor.
Ni isa.
Acknowledgement receipts lang po yung sinabit sa amin.
849 acknowledgement receipts, tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So, ni isa dun sa mga ginastos, walang official receipt at walang sales invoice.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Pangilinan also asked Wamil how auditors could verify that the OVP had indeed purchased medicines using its confidential funds if no sales invoices or official receipts had been submitted.
Doon naman sa usapin ng kung walang sales invoice at walang official receipt, masasabi mo ba na halimbawa yung sa medicines, talagang medicines ang ginasta?
Kung sinabit po sana sa amin yung official receipt po or sales invoice, masasabi po sana namin. Pero since AR lang po yung sinabit, hindi po namin masasabi based on that document alone.
Kasi sinasabi nilang, total naman, just to wrap up, gamot naman yan eh. Di ba? Mabuti nga, bumibili ng gamot. Masasabi mo ba dun sa liquidation report nila na yung 122 million worth of medicines talagang medicines ang binili?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Meanwhile, Senator Judge Rizon Tiveros asked Wamil whether the OVP had submitted any evidence of success to prove that the rewards given to informants had resulted in successful operations.
So to clarify further and confirm, hindi nagbigay ng evidence of success si Vice Presidente, pero lumabas ang pera at marami ang nakatanggap ng reward. Tama
Based
po?
on the documents po, Your Honor. Yes po.
Ano po yung pinahihiwatig na hindi nakapagbigay ng patunay ng success ng intelligence or surveillance operations, pero maraming lumabas na pera at maraming tumanggap ng reward?
Ang ibig sabihin po niyan ay hindi po nag-comply yung OVP po dun sa requirements ng joint circular.
So, ngayon na wala nga yung evidence of success, matitiyak pa ba ng COA na yung pabuya ay talagang napunta dun sa mga informants?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Senator Judge Paul Makino asked whether the use of aliases in supporting documents for informants' reward payments is allowed under the rules governing confidential funds.
Allowed ba yung code names? Allowed ba yung alias sa inyo?
Based on the provision of the joint circular, it is neither allowed nor prohibited po since silent po yung joint circular as to that.
Is that as of 2015 or even in previous liquidation of confidential funds?
Wala. Based on my recollection po, even yung dating circulars po, buhat nung nag-assume po ako sa ICFA, wala naman pong provision as to the use of aliases.
So bawal ang paggamit ng alias?
The circular is silent po.
Senator Judge Panfilo Ping Lacson emphasized the need to update and expand the Commission on Audit's policies on auditing confidential intelligence funds to strengthen accountability in the use of these funds. He said this would allow auditors to obtain security clearances, enabling them to access classified documents. Today, the direct examination, cross-examination, and interpellation of former COA ICFAO State Auditor Attorney Roderick Wamil was formally concluded. This was the longest examination of a witness in the impeachment trial spanning 3 days. Bernard Ferrer for The Nation.